Okay, we're all here? Okay, I'll convene the committee. Call to order, approval of minutes. We'll do the minutes. I have them. This is when we do the motions. I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, a public comment. Do we have any public comment at all? Seeing none, I'll close public comment. Okay, the next one is a recommendation. Now, we have two options. The first option that I came up with, we have 4 people, and you can rank them individually and on your own. And then we'll go around, and if we have 3 number ones, then that person will be. If we don't have 3 number ones, another option would be, if you're number 1, you get 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, and we add them up, the most points wins. Or we can have somebody nominate someone right now, and we can vote. Or,
Let me say something first.
okay.
I've never been more uncomfortable
Oh, I
conducting job
understand.
interviews
I know.
because 3 of the 4 I know very well.
Oh, yeah.
2 I know very, very well. And it is an uncomfortable position, especially being on public record.
Exactly.
And no matter what this committee decides, no matter what they decide, we're going to have 3 people that were just as qualified unhappy.
Absolutely. And let me reiterate that all of you are highly qualified to do the job. Without a doubt, without a doubt. But it is, it works out, only one can do it. And I hope none take offense if they're not the one chosen or nominated or whatever. But because you're all equally qualified, I can tell you that right now. And it's just, I can't say anything else. So.
And I don't care how y'all get to the point, but at some point in time, there's got to be a motion and a second, and 3 votes to send somebody out.
Exactly,
At least 3.
exactly. So if you want to
Well,
write down your ranking 1 through 4, each individually, you don't have to tell anybody what it is, and they'll go around the room. If one person has number 1 on 3 people, then we'll make a motion that person be the nominee. If you want to do it that way, or you can just nominate someone.
I think I'd like to make a nomination, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Make
But first, before I do that, I just want to say thank you for all being here. And this has been an incredibly hard decision because you all have such wonderful strengths and you have different strengths. And it's been a hard decision from that perspective because you're all valued. So please know that before I say what I'm about to say. But there was one individual tonight that came in and gave us actionable items as to what was going to happen. If this person got the job, this is what they were going to do. And they were actionable items. So I'd like to nominate Corey Bueller to be our Chief Judicial Commissioner.
Second.
Any discussion?
So,
If we vote,
look, it's going to be the will of the committee, and I'm going to vote with the will of the committee.
okay.
And I'll say and I love Corey, and I'm going to vote will of the committee. My only reservation is that office is running great,
I agree with you.
and it's running great, and we've put somebody in charge that I believe has proven to be effective. And it's nothing against any other person at all in this room. It's just, we all know what we've been through. Everybody in this room knows what we've been through. And not saying that will ever be again, because that they're all, I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, let me back up a little bit. When we vote in the commission room, we have nominations. We don't have seconds, we just have nominations. And you nominated Corey, and I think we should open it for other nominations as well.
We could do that.
Okay? Because when we vote in the commission room for someone to be on a committee that needs to be voted, we don't have seconds for nominations, we just have nominations. And then when we don't have any more, they close the nominations.
And then we can do.
Then we can vote whoever you want to vote for.
Well, I nominate Stacy.
Okay? Okay, Corey and Stacy have been nominated. Do we have any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll close the nominations.
Make that motion to close nominations.
We don't really need a motion to close it if no other nominations are there,
Okay.
according to Robert's rules.
Okay.
Okay? And that, we always do that in the commission, and we don't need
It's
it.
fine.
It's always contrary to Robert's rules is. Okay? And if you want to vote for one of them, you can vote, and we'll just go around and vote. You vote for
I would like to vote for Corey, please.
Corey? Jeremy?
I'm voting for Corey, and here's why. Corey came in and gave us the plan that I asked for when I asked for us to come back with presentations of what you will do with the office. I do have some reservations about Corey as far as not being a judicial commissioner ever. Those reservations are overcome with the experience he has in the warrant field. I do believe Stacy has done a fantastic job, but I think this office needs a change-up, and I think Corey will be a positive light to go in.
Okay. And I'll vote for Stacy. Not because I don't like the other three, I just think Stacy came in when we needed her, and she's performed admirably, and we've heard nothing other than positives from the judges. I've talked to the judges more than a few times, and they're very pleased with the way the office is working. She's got it re-staffed, and she's got it working very well, and that's why I vote for Stacy.
I agree with John. Of course, I nominated Stacy.
Okay, that's up to you.
All right, like,
We probably should add a secret ballot.
That's okay.
Now, it's better just get me out in front.
Yeah, I just want to say that all four of our candidates are phenomenal candidates. I couldn't ask for anybody better than the four that have been here tonight. I believe Stacy's done a fantastic job, but I am going to vote for Corey.
Okay. In that case, we need a motion to nominate Corey to the commission.
I'd like to nominate Corey Bueller as Chief Judicial Commissioner as our
Do
recommendation.
we get a term?
Do you wanna do
I'm
yours?
gonna say 1 year. I'm gonna start slow.
Okay.
Well, okay,
I was gonna suggest two, because that's what we've done consistently, but I understand. I'd go with one.
We're starting fresh, I think we need to go with 1.
I understand. All right,
I'll second that.
term 1 year.
okay, a little discussion. 1 year, now if I'm getting appointed to a job like this, it's 1 year. As you know, as a teacher,
It's year to year.
you may or may not want the job if you have to give up another job
Right.
to take this job. That's all I'm saying. So, if I were the one on the other end being nominated for 1 year, I'm not sure I would leave a job that I have already to do this.
I'd like to ask Corey, would you be okay with the 1 year term for starting off?
I would prefer to, but if that's the offer, I'm willing to take it.
Okay? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, John and Stacy and Keisha.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you will provide the tremendous skills that you're doing already and not feel this as a slight or any of you. And, okay, that is that.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Second.